Back in 2015, Maruti Suzuki launched an all-new premium retail chain for cars. The S-Cross, was the first car to be launched from the Nexa retail shop. Today, 5 years later, the Nexa retail shop now offers a wide range of cars, starting from hatchbacks to sedans to the flagship model, which is the S-Cross. It's a crossover, and Maruti Suzuki has launched the BS6 version of it. This car was showcased at the 2020 Auto Expo. Even though if you don't find a lot has changed visually, a lot has changed in this car under this bonnet. How is this car and what new it offers? If you want to know more about it, stay with us for the next few minutes and we will tell you all that you want to know. Now talking about the looks, as I said earlier, the Maruti Suzuki S-Cross looks the exactly same version as the previous model. Maruti updated this model the same look in 2017, and since then no look has been changed. So if you look at the front, you get a strong chrome grille with a multiple vertical slats, and of course you get a skid plate. It's a Fox skid plate, but adds to the muscular look of the car. Even though Maruti Suzuki has added a lot of structures to the car, it still misses out on the brute SUV look, which of course is becoming popular in Indian market nowadays. Apart from that, if you come on the side, you get 16-inch alloy wheels with 215 profile tires, which are pretty comfortable and better than the previous generation tires that you used to get. And if you move towards the rear, you will get to see the same LED split tail lamps, and of course a similar fog plate is also on the rear under the bumper. Apart from that, there are no changes on the outside, nothing. It looks identical to the previous version. So let's get inside and see what all has changed on the inside. It's not pretty much, but there is a small change that we would like to tell you. So inside the cabin of BS6 updated Maruti Suzuki S-Cross, again it's similar to the last model. You get an all black dashboard, the same steering, the same console, but you get one change, which is the 7-inch touchscreen infotainment system. Now it is the same size as the previous version of the car, but you get new features like the live traffic, the new AHA radio, which can be played through the official Maruti Suzuki app through the SmartPlay Connect. Apart from that, it also gets voice recognition, but for that you need to connect to an Android Auto or Apple CarPlay. Only then it will work. Apart from that, you get a lot of space around here, so you can keep your phone here. There are two cubby holes here, and the armrest is also sliding, so you can just slide it here according to your driving condition, and you can lift it to store a lot of things here. It's quite deep, so you can see almost my hand is inside, and also the 12-volt charging socket is placed inside this. It is not cooled, it's regular. Now coming to the seats have good amount of side bolsters, so you sit in very comfortably. Even on long journeys, your body stays in place while taking high-speed turns. So the seats are very comfortable in shape and design and long distance comfort. You only have 4 vents on the front. There are no vents on the rear side, but it's pretty good and cools down the car very quickly. Now looking at the console, it looks exactly the same. You get 2 dials, one for tachometer, one is the speedometer, and there is a small monochrome digital screen in between which shows a lot of various information. Sadly, the S-Cross doesn't get the colored version, which is available with a lot of other Maruti cars like the Baleno and even the Ciaz. There are not a lot of features to talk about, like there is no wireless phone charging system or a sunroof, but whatever features you get are good enough to make you happy and make you comfortable on your daily drive or long journeys. Now we have come to the rear seat of the S-Cross, and just like everything else, there are no changes around here, but you do get a lot of space on the S-Cross. So I am 5'9", the front seat is adjusted according to my height, and still there is a lot of space around. You can see there is a lot of gap between my knee and the front seat. Also, the under thigh support and the back supports are quite nice, so you feel very comfortable during the long journeys. What else do you get? You get a foldable armrest, and there are 2 cup holders right here. If a third person wants to sit, you can just fold it there and the third person can sit here. but sadly there is no rear AC vent or a charging socket in the rear. You do get large windows which makes the cabin very airy, and of course the comfort remains the same. More or less it has become better than the diesel version because the NVH levels have improved a lot. Now we are on the driver's seat of the Maruti Suzuki S-Cross Petrol, and let's talk about the biggest change in this car, which is the engine. Maruti Suzuki will now offer the S-Cross with only a single engine option, which is a 1.5 liter petrol. It is also available with the cars like Ciaz, the Ertiga and the newly launched Vitara Brezza. It generates a maximum of 105 PS of power and 130 Nm of torque. It comes with two transmission options. You get a manual transmission or a 4-speed automatic, which we have with us today. Now talking about the engine and the transmission, let me talk about the engine first. The engine has become much more silent compared to the diesel, the previous S-Cross. So the NVH levels have become much better. So you feel more comfortable inside the cabin now. Now talking about the transmissions, it's not very sporty. It's a 4-speed torque converter, so when you press the accelerator fully, you do feel the power, but there is a lag of a microsecond or two. So it is not instant, it's not as fast as DCT, but a lag is there, but it's not so much. But what you get with the petrol engine is the fuel efficiency. Since we are driving the automatic version, it gets the SHPS Smart Hybrid technology. It has a big battery placed under the driver's seat, which gets charged whenever I press the brake. So whenever I'm accelerating, that battery is helping the car to get more fuel efficiency. According to the ARI, Maruti Suzuki S-Cross automatic returns around 18.4 kmpl, and the manual version retains slightly more, 18.53 kmpl to a liter. Now talking about the steering, it's a pretty good steering to hold. You can hold it for longer times without feeling discomfort of any sorts, but the steering is very lightweighted, so at lower speeds you do move around the car very well, very easily around the traffic. But on the highways, when you're driving it, even at around 80 kilometers or more than that, you don't get the confidence of turning the car too quickly because the steering remains very light. Now coming to the ride and handling, I must say that Maruti Suzuki S-Cross suspension remain more or less same like the S-Cross diesel. It's not either too soft, not either too hard, not stiff, so it is on a mid-level which will provide you maximum comfort while crossing through rumbles, the rumble strips or the bad parts of the road. To sum it up, the new Maruti Suzuki S-Cross is a very well-rounded product. You get a commanding view of the road from the seats here. The steering wheel is nice to hold. You get a decent features list. So if you keep the car for a long term, there are not many features that you will miss. So coming to the end, I think the Maruti Suzuki S-Cross can be the car for your daily commutes as well as occasional highway drives, and you will be quite happy with the car. Now coming to the end of the review of the Maruti Suzuki S-Cross Petrol, we feel that the car has been priced very smartly. The starting price is now only 8.39 lakhs, which is much cheaper than the previous S-Cross diesel. Now comparing the Maruti Suzuki S-Cross manual to the previous manual versions of the diesel, you get about 30,000 to 50,000 savings because of the petrol engine. However, the price of the automatic variants are slightly higher, but still the prices remain very tempting. Now Maruti Suzuki offers a lot of practical features with the S-Cross. However, it does misses out on features like wireless phone charging, front ventilated seats, electric sunroof and whatnot. However, if you're an S-Cross customer and going to buy this car from the next showroom, I don't think it will be a big deal breaker for you. The new S-Cross has become more powerful. It has gained a petrol engine. It has gained an automatic transmission for the first time too. So what you get with the Nexa Maruti Suzuki S-Cross is the Maruti brand value, comfortable interiors, the Maruti Suzuki's affordable maintenance, and of course the trust that you get with the Maruti cars. If you are in this segment looking for a car, this Maruti Suzuki Nexa S-Cross can be the perfect choice. So what do you think about the new S-Cross Petrol? Do let us know in the comment section below, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button and press the bell icon for more such videos in the future. Thank you.